Amnesia, the bunker. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Amnesia, the bunker is a first-person horror game set in a World War I bunker. A relentless AI-driven monster stalks you. Survival depends on you finding tools, crafting items, and keeping the lights on. So guys, we have a new Amnesia game, The Bunker, and I have to say it is way better than their last two horrible games, Rebirth and The Pigs in the Machine, or what the hell it was called. They were just... this is actually good. It reminded me of the best bits of the Dark Descent. It's the same kind of thing, the same mechanics completely as the Dark Descent. The way you open your doors and the way you open drawers and things like that. And the sneaking around the place. It has all of that in. Only this time you are relentlessly stalked by this monster in this World War I bunker. And you're sealed in this bunker, and the only way out is to blow your way out. You've got to blow up the entrance to clear it from the rubble that people blew it up to block. So you've got to undo what was done. And the only way you can do that is to get to certain parts of the bunker, like the arsenal, get some explosives, get a plunger and things like that. And to get all of these items, you have to find other items to unlock certain doors, keys. You've got to find codes, and the codes all change every time you do a playthrough, so you can't just speedrun by going online and searching for the codes, which is a neat thing as well. Now, the monster doesn't like the light. It'll keep out of the light pretty much all of the time. It doesn't really like it. The only way you can keep the light going, though, is to find oil, and the oil isn't going to last long enough, so you have to go around in the dark quite a bit, but you can, for short periods of times at tougher parts of the game, switch the lights on by collecting oil. You have very limited inventory slots, which is great because that forces you to make decisions on what you're going to bring back, but you do have a large storage chest at your center of the bunker where you start the game, essentially, where the actual generator is. It's the only safe place in the bunker. It's got two really big iron doors that you can lock to stop anything getting in there. And you have to go on expeditions from there to get different things, such as materials to craft bandages. There's bolt cutters and things like that. There's bullets, which you really need. And more importantly than bullets, you have oil, the cans of oil, the jerry cans that you can fill up the generator with to give you light. So you kind of have to empty your inventory pretty much of all but the essential things, head out on a little run, collect everything from a certain area, come back, put the important things in the chest, and then save the game, and then head back out in another direction, search all that area, come back, and then dump all the good stuff in the chest again, then go out with there's hardly anything on you, just your gun, your torch, and maybe a hand grenade, just in case you're going to get a door that needs blowing or something like that, and head out again. So you're doing constant little scavenging runs, which is really good fun, until you get caught and the monster eats your face off. You see, the monster's attracted to any noise. It traverses through the bunker at lightning speed in the walls. You can see dust dropping from the ceiling and the walls as it goes by. And if it hears you, it will come out on one of the many holes that's located around in the bunker. You can block holes up, but you can't block them all up. So you can make certain areas a little bit safe, but nowhere is really safe in this game. And when the lights go out and you have to wind your torch up, that noise will attract it if it's nearby. If you fire your gun, it will attract it. If you fire off a grenade, anything, drop a box on the floor, it will attract it and it will come hunting you down. And you've got to keep very, very still and hope it doesn't look in your direction. And it is terrifying when that happens. Now, just because you've got a gun doesn't mean you're safe. The gun will not kill it. You cannot kill this thing with bullets and grenades. All you can do is shoot it and hope that it'll go away. And the more times you do that, the more bullets you've got to shoot it to get it to go away. And you have hardly any bullets. You'll spend your time going around with 2 or 3 bullets at best in your gun. So you've got to be on your toes. You've got to use bottles to distract it and things like that. It is truly terrifying. It captures the atmosphere brilliantly, this game. It is a really tense game. And that's the problem with it for me. And I don't mean this for anybody else, it's purely for me. I suffer from high blood pressure, so I had to stop playing it because my blood pressure was going up because I was so tense in certain situations, and I was starting to get the signs that I'm not supposed to get as a high blood pressure sufferer. So I had to actually stop playing, which is why this review is a first impressions. I have to play this in very short bursts, which means in about a week's time, I'll have another dive in for 10-15 minutes here and there. So I can't just play the whole thing through like I used to when I played the other Amnesia games and stuff. So it is a bit tough for me, like, so I stay away from horror games. But this is one of the best horror games that I have played. It's really, really good. Definitely worth a buy if you're into horror games. It's one of the better ones, especially from Frictional Games, who do make good horror. Well, they used to make great horror games, and now they're back, I guess, with this. So there you go, guys. There's a few frame drops that you'll notice in the loading areas, but apart from that, it ran great on my PC. There's not a lot you can do with the actual graphical options. There is 3 difficulty settings though, so you can turn it down if you're an absolute pussy. But yeah, I strongly recommend you don't do that, and you get the full experience of being scared out your freaking pants.